Alright. What the hell's going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Salt Mines. I've been delving through Salt Mines replays, and a lot of them I'm just not publishing because I keep not spoiling myself on what's going on in these games where people have mental breakdowns playing video games. And then I get to the end and like the bad guy just wins the game or something like that happens. And I'm like, I don't want to post this. The guy spends 5 minutes bullying the other guy, saying racist stuff, homophobic slurs or whatever, and then he just wins. And you're like, oh, that's unsatisfying. So I'm hoping this replay is going to be a bit of a more interesting or more interactive story. I've also cast games where just nothing happens for 20, 30-minute games, which has been driving me crazy. But I don't want to spoil myself. I don't want to watch whole games and make sure it's dramatic and fun first. So I am getting in, and if you're watching this on YouTube, it means it turned out to be at least somewhat entertaining, and probably quite entertaining, since I've scrapped multiple episodes that I refuse to upload because they're not that entertaining. Top left side, we've got Spirit, the Protoss player, said good luck, have fun. Piccolo in the bottom right says good luck, have fun. And Otro Chizero Ams. Now, I did look at the chat log with my chat and some lovely Spanish speakers who helped me translate some of the chat log messages beforehand. That means not another cheeser. Oh god. Comes in, scouts the pool gas. Is this actually that early a gas pool though? This is not, is it? It's like a 14-14 or something, isn't it? Because there's a lot of drones, the 17 workers. All diamond idiots the same. Fucking noobs. Peruvian shithead, basically. Peruano. Peruvian, guys, we know because there's a GM Protoss from Peru called Peruano on the ladder. And I played him, and after like 4 weeks of matching him on the ladder and going, Peruano, that one rings a bell. What does that mean again, guys? And chat said, it means Peruvian. And I was like, oh, right, you guys already told me this. I find that one I actually didn't need to have told. I know Peruano means Peruvian. And this is interesting because back in the day, people used to be very racist in my region towards Filipino people in Dota, where you would look through the lobby list and specifically there'd be a lot of lobbies that said no Pinoys, no Filipinos, no Filipinos allowed, all countries except Filipinos. I didn't know people were racist towards Peruanos, towards Peruvians in this way, and I find it quite confusing. Okay, now I don't know what Dale means. You guys can maybe tell what that means. I think that means now they've said, okay, my opponent hasn't responded to me calling them a stupid Peruvian, so now I'm going to say you're a stupid person with dark skin color. All right, okay, seems like a cool guy, Spirit here. I love that Spirit's response, by the way, to a one base is to wall off with a forge and not even build a nexus. So we're not just staying safe, we're also failing to secure an economic advantage with our safe build. While Piccolo is making roaches and ling speed and could actually do a pretty scary one base Ravager ling bus, if we find a way to lose to this where we've scouted our opponent on one base, we've shit talked, we've spent the last 3 minutes calling them names, I will be very impressed. It means bring it on? Oh, really? Okay, all right. What I like the most is Piccolo hasn't really responded much, so Spirit's kind of just throwing insults at the wall and trying to see which one they respond to. You know, a lot of the time, look, you build Ravagers, stupid head, stupid man, you're making Ravagers, what a dum-dum. It's like, mate, you haven't even expanded. You haven't even finished saturating your minerals. You're not even getting ahead here. Like, literally, the Zerg could take a hatchery and expand and actually not be in that bad a position. My God, all the same. I think this one means all the same. So Spirit's like, oh God, all the same. You're all the same, but wait, which one are we sticking with? And the problem is, he's throwing out insults and specifics, but the opponent's giving him nothing to work with, so he doesn't know which one's working. So does he reach for a third country next, guys? Or does he just go back and recycle the same one or two? Because there hasn't been any response. Your cannons are getting taken down, your pylons going down. The Void Ray will defend this. Will it though? Zerglings can run in and cause some real damage. The Ravagers and Lings are going to run past. Void Ray's just sitting there with his dick in his hands. There is a cannon in the main base. Ooh, the Ravagers actually, I don't know if they can do anything, man. The Ravagers thinking about killing the pylon. The cannon in the main can be good. The cannon's going to defend this. Oh no. I think Piccolo, this is probably screwed. Piccolo's got Burrow right now. He's going to try and depower the Stargate. We'll take out the pylon, but oh, you're going to depower it. Second Void Ray doesn't get out. Just barely stopped. That also depowers the cannon. There's only one Void Ray up here. The wall-off has not been re-walled. Void Ray is going to take a little while to clean it. I mean, this is a fair amount of damage, but there's no drones or hatcher on the way. It's a one-base Surge. Probe's starting to take damage here as well. Ooh. Dale is who comes to get you when you call roadside assistance, says Hard Place. Thank you for the very accurate translations, guys. I appreciate that. Hatchery finally goes down. Piccolo cannot find the win, but because Spirit never built an expansion, it's not like they're that far ahead to begin with. So this is definitely a kind of low-level cheese fest. Piccolo is doing a very simple attack here, right? Like a one-base Ravagerling that hits this late. It's not that strong, but Spirit hasn't really established a big lead and desperately needs to get a Nexus going. Finally, that Nexus does start going up. We've got a Void Ray in the top left as well. And I think right now you're thinking, okay, your opponent's shoved Ravagers and Lings in your base. So you've got to kind of hunt for information about where they might be from. Like sometimes you'll look at your opponent's playstyle and you'll go, oh, he's going to just park his Zerglings out here? Park? That's a common Korean last name. Are you Korean? And then you just like think of a Korean slur like, oh, bet you eat dogs or something, you know? But I don't think Spirit's that smart, to be fair. I would probably bet money on Spirit just going back to the same old, you're from Peru, because Peruvian people do Ling Ravager cheese. I still don't understand this. Is this anyone from Latin America in the comments? Please tell me, is this a thing? Everyone's like, oh, it's the Peruvian players are the cheesiest. They're the ones that always all in. I don't know this stereotype. I've never heard of it. I commentate a lot of Latin American players, man. Void Rays come in, dude. They just caught a few Overlords. They take a bit of damage, but this is the alpha of Chads. The classic Florencio duo. 11 kills on one, 3 kills on the other. Oh, the third one comes. Bloody third friggin', oh, what do you call it? When someone's the third wheel. That's it. When someone, you know, goes and hangs out on the date. They're like, hey guys, what are you doing? Just here to cock block. And you're like, oh, okay, we've got a third wheel. That's great. Piccolo's going to go for a third base. There's spores building as well. We've got an Evo chamber coming up. Fleet beacons on the way. Ooh, how many queens we got? Only 3. Back to the safety of the spore. Tries to burrow the queen. Doesn't get underground in time. I love the choice, though. I love the attempt. Piccolo means small in Italian, says chat. Ah. Much like my downstairs. Nice. They can't hurt you if you own it, guys. That's the trick. Life advice. Piccolo. Spores are coming up. Lair as well. I think it's going to be Hydras, right? We've got the lair now. Let's see. Yeah, we selected a drone. Oh, yes, it's going to be Hydras. Otherwise, these Void Rays are going to bully us. Oh, no, our rally point's still out on the map. Oh, my God, look at these rally points. Piccolo still has the rally point over to the enemy side of the map from when they did their Ravager Ling cheese. Oh, no. And they've never reset the rally on the natural either. Set the rally over here, bro. Your Overlords are going to keep dying. It's a lot of damage. And this is allowing Spirit's very subpar macro to still get them back in the game now that they're killing so many Overlords. Hydrogen will go down. Cancel. Piccolo not willing to cancel it. Tries to start an upgrade. That was ambitious. Second Hydra. Oh, they were already building a second one. They wanted to go double upgrades anyway to do a Hydra push. There is a single carrier building? What is this level of play? This is amazing. No probing on the natural, by the way. No probes. Nah, this is plenty. I got 6 on minerals. What more would I need? Gonna go try and take a third, but there's... Oh! There's a burrowed Zergling! Guys, Void Rays are attacking. They're gonna find even more Overlords rallying out, which is nasty. But look at that. The Nexus gets blocked. The Zergling, there's just a little middle finger sticking up out of the dirt. And the probe's like, cannot construct here. And the Zergling's just like, yeah, you know you can't, you fucking idiot. Stupid fucking Protoss player. The Oracle will come over and is like, come on, man, get rid of that. It's just a fucking Zergling. Just put the Nexus on top of it. And they're like, no, you know, the structure will not have integrity if we build on an unstable platform. He's like, it's a fucking Zergling's middle finger sticking out of the ground. It's not that big of a deal, man. Just build it, you dickhead. Anyways, Piccolo realizes a third could not be defended, so goes for the corner base, which is actually quite clever. And now he's going to take the third in between now that the Hydras are out. The Void Rays are going to find their 14th Overlord on this map, but they're not on A move, so they drive straight past it and ignore it. And they ignore the Zergling as well. Okay, you know what? To each his own. You do you, buddy. Up to 40 probes now, finally, is Spirit. Still on 1 Stargate. We're going to start a second carrier, and we're going to chrono boost it. This is impressive high-level play, this is. Now, the Hydras are coming forward. They've got Groove Spines, but we forgot to get the movement speed upgrade. It hasn't been upgraded, guys. So it's literally like 11 Hydras and not much else. And that stasis trap looks very scary. 1,300 gas in the bank for Spirit. Yeah. And this is what players with bad macro do, guys. Rather than fix their gas timings, I didn't have enough gas that one time. So they just take their gases at the very start of the game And then they're so bad at macroing that eventually 12 minutes later, they finally spend the gas they've been banking from the first 4 minutes of the game. It's definitely a technique. Oh, no! This Stasis! Ouch! Oh, wait, where's the carrier and the Void Ray, guys? One carrier's here. Don't know where the other one is. Okay, 2 carriers here. Where's the Void Rays? Okay, they're going to fly down and group up. Oh, God, run away. Oh, God, run away! Run away! Piccolo! Piccolo, get out of here! Don't be a hero, man! Don't be a hero! Okay, I guess you gotta try to protect these Hydras as they come out. Maybe you can focus like 1 or 2 Voids down. That's 1 Void, but that's not gonna do anything. Oh, movement speed's not done. The Hydras are trying to start a step, but there's like friggin' 14 interceptors per Hydra there. That ain't gonna work out. Hydraling will get gunned down. Piccolo's in trubs. Piccolo builds a Spire, trying to build more Hydras. Has a 3rd up, and is up 10 workers. Honestly, this carrier Void Ray should counterattack right now and then recall if needed. But Spirit says I could go counterattack and establish an advantage, or I could shit talk. So they're already thinking. They're like, I knew you were a low IQ Zerg player. Make Hydras. Silly, silly, silly. Silly, silly, silly. We were talking just earlier, guys, about Peru and how nice it is as a country. You can go see the Nazca lines and stuff like that and all sorts of stuff. You go see, what do you call it? Machu Picchu? Cool stuff. Also, a traditional food in some places there is guinea pigs. And it is interesting because I always feel like people's insults are very crap. And I always feel like people should be a bit more specific. Like, you know, when people shit talk me, they're just like, you're a dumb Australian. Do you eat poo-poo? And I'm like, this is a really bad insult. Let me help you guys out there that are salt lords in the ladder. So what you want to do is use something that actually has some basis in actuality. So what you could do is you could be like, hey, after those emus fucked you up in that war, did they make you their bitch? Yeah. Like, I don't know. You you gotta put a little bit of fact in there. Blend it with your shit talk. You could be like, oh, I bet you got chlamydia from fucking a koala. Like, you know, you can bring out... No, I've not fucked a koala, but koalas do have chlamydia. Some people say I've heard people say that's a myth, but then other people said, no, it's actually not a myth. It's a myth that it's a myth. It's mythception. I don't even know. Point being, most people think koalas have chlamydia. You could use that on me. And likewise, I feel like if Spirit can evolve to the next level, they can go, oh, look at all your Hydras and your Infestors. I bet you eat guinea pigs, don't you, you Peruvian? And like, it wouldn't be the best insult, but it would be better than what they've been saying so far. All the same, so dumb, cheeser, all the same, so dumb. Yeah, I feel like there's better insults you can load into your friggin' shotgun barrel, you know? Like, you can be a bit more creative out there. And most importantly, feed me much funnier Salt Mines games to cast, because I still have certain insults stuck in my head. Case in point, I bet you're a fucking you dirty Joe Biden voter. Get out of the game, you stupid Joe Biden voter. That was a great one. That one, it's always in my brain. I piss on your family tree. It exploded in my head. I was like, this guy just say he pisses on that guy's family tree? That was an amazing insult. No, who says that? That's like the funniest shit I've ever heard. The one guy was like, I burn your family rat. Now, to be fair, some people have pointed out that I've misinterpreted burn your family rat. I interpreted it as the guy has a pet rat, because I have friends who have pet rats. And he's saying, I'm going to go to your house and burn your pet rat. And I'm like, that's an unhinged insult. That's crazy. How does he know the guy has a pet rat? And then people were like, well, no. He's saying he's going to burn the guy's family down. And he's calling the guy a rat. And I was like, oh, well, he forgot to put a comma, didn't he? So the way he said it actually is talking about the pet. It's talking about the pet rat that he's going after, because he didn't use punctuation correctly, did he? He can't infer commas, no. Oh no, he's got an observer. The neural parasite doesn't work. Oh no, the Hydras are going to get wrecked. Unless he's too stupid and attacks the hatchery. But no, he attacks the Hydras now. Oh no, I think Piccolo's going to get wrecked. Gets 1 Void Ray. Can he get 1 carrier? No, the carrier micro is back. Dude. 3-1 in the trading. You built a Spire, didn't you? You built a Spire. Piccolo. Just build Corruptors, bro. Corruptors hard counter this, but he keeps building Hydras. Piccolo's got really good Hydra upgrades against 2-1, but it's not good enough. No, that's not good enough of an advantage. Corruptors hard counter this, man. Australians have low IQ is an example of an insult you could use. Well, you could be like, oh yeah, you know, with all of that inbreeding with your prison, your convict mum and dad, bloody something stealing a loaf of bread. Like, there's something there. My point is, like, you know, you're like, oh yeah, you bunch of the rejects. You couldn't, you know, they kicked you out of the UK to go live on a beach in fucking paradise. And you're like, oh, take that, Australia. Okay, Australia's not got as many good insults, but I'm sure you guys can be more creative than me. Okay, guys, so we've got Hydras, we've got an Ultra Cavern here as well. Spirit is making air units and upgrading them. Doing a pretty bad job of maxing out. Only taking one gas at a time and not really transferring to them correctly. Often only 2 workers on the gases. But, I mean, it's still a well-upgraded air army against a guy who's building nothing but Hydras. And that is generally very bad for the Zerg on 48 workers. Is this going to be another game where the dickhead wins? Guys, I don't think I can handle it if the Protoss going Skytosser and being a dick for the entire game and just saying dumb racist shit wins. I honestly, like, if this happens again for the second time today, I'm going to be so upset. Like, guys, I need to see the bad guys lose for this show. I can't have them win? No. I don't know how the Zerg could possibly win this game, man. I mean, base trade's probably a good idea. We do have Frenzy, so the Hydras can kind of lunge in there. And, oh, we're going to deny +2 armor. That's really good. All right, getting in. Does the Protoss know how to recall is the question. The Protoss does not know how to recall, guys. Oh, he knows how to recall. He's recalling in the main. The Hydras get in. They're going to kill a whole base of workers, though. That's pretty good. There's still like 5 bases up for the Zerg behind us. If the Zerg just runs now, they're fine. Run, lunge. Oh my god, you got Frenzy. You've got Frenzy, use it. Run away. You got the lunge. Trying to start a step. Only fighting a few interceptors at a time is not bad, but Spirit's rich. Killing a few interceptors isn't going to do anything long term. He can replace those. You're only on 48 workers. Piccolo. You got to make some magic happen in this game. I don't know how you win this game. I have no idea. Maybe you move all the spores to the front and then you just use Viper Abduct or Parasitic Bomb or something. I just feel like you're screwed. 20 drones. I mean, yeah, you do need money. You need the gases up everywhere. Trying to move the spores down. I mean, spores and Hydras are hard for carriers to fight into. Spirit could have A-moved him 5 minutes ago or could finish maxing out. And yet we're still trying to build one carrier out of a depowered Stargate at a time and nothing else. And yet again, we're going to go to expand. But look at that, guys. Who's underground? Fuck you can't fucking build here, dickhead. You don't have a fucking permit. This is basically, like, it makes no sense. But you guys know in places that have, like, really friendly squatters' rights rules, where, like, oh, well, they, like, went on holiday for 3 days and you smashed a window. So now, like, you own that house. That's essentially the burrowed Zergling tactic, you know? The whole thing is literally, like, you're just like, how does this even work? And they're like, no, that's technically their house now. You can't kick them out. You're like, what the fuck, bro? Finally, Spirit's going to react and actually go in with the carriers in the mothership. Can he actually find damage, though? He's clicking the hatchery! What an absolute gronk! Okay, he does change targets to the Hydras. Only loses, like, 2 carriers. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's still going to do too much damage. The Queens are going to go down. The mothership cloak is too good. These Hydras and Ultras will do decently. Corruptors are building, but there's 0-0 Corruptors against 2-1. I don't think 0-0 Corruptors are going to cut it unless you can build 50 at once, which 14 is not 50, guys. I'm not good at counting, but 14 is not 50. I learned this in school. I swear I can't have another one of these dumb, like, Skytoss players. It's such a stupid style as well. Skytoss, like, this is like, if you want to play the easiest version of StarCraft, but you want to be, like, on your high horse complaining about the other player being another dumb Zerg cheeser or whatever, like, you're like, oh, look, he's dumb Peruvian cheeser. I'm like, look, you literally don't know how to use control groups. You're playing with 100 APM of A-moving Skytoss units. This is the most obnoxious style, and I hate that you're winning this game right now. It makes me very upset. I may have got tilted really hard on ladder yesterday. I lost a bunch of games to motherships and carriers. I'm not happy about it. I don't like seeing these units win. They're poopy units. Even when I play Protoss, and I actually love PvZ, I never go to this stage of the game. I don't like it. I'd rather win with Immortals and Storm and Zealots and Disruptors and Colossus and all that fun stuff than I would with go this army. Because this army I just think is, I don't know, I think it's stupid. It's not my fave. Hydras are going to go, I mean, if you full base trade, this Protoss seems incompetent enough that maybe he could lose the game. Maybe. I mean, there are Corruptors up here. Spy is rebuilding. We're going to keep rebuilding hatcheries. The thing is, it's the glacial pace of Spirit's rotations. The fact that Spirit's not recalling home and not continuing to kill the bases and is just flying to the corner, like, one has to realize that Spirit's awareness as a player is incredibly... And instead of recalling, we're just going to throw our probes away and fight this with one carrier, which the Hydras will easily kill all those interceptors. And then it's just a few Zealots, which I don't think have any upgrades. They do not. Hydra Micro pretty nice here for Piccolo. Nice. We're just gonna let him kill... Why are you just sitting here? Why you attacked me? I gotta build a Nexus. It takes too much APM. I can't... Just fucking recall. Recall some units, even half of them. What, are we just gonna lose all of our main base? And our pylons? For no reason. What MMR is? I don't know. People send me replays. I'm guessing this is around Platinum League, is what I would guess. People ask that all day, every time I'm casting. Clearly, they're very high IQ, best pros in the world, chat. They're clearly the best players we've ever seen. These guys are clearly, probably Hero, probably Serral. Clearly. And Hero's winning, even though he's making stupid Skytosser units. To be fair, he's giving Piccolo all the time, and Piccolo's supply is good. Spirit's losing the pylon, so they can't rebuild either. The single carrier is going to try to defend this again. He burrows! Oh, there are observers, though, but they're a bit far away. And what's the bet? Spirit? Spirit doesn't have object permanence, right? He's like, ah. No! Oh, he does have object permanence. I was really hoping he didn't have object permanence. And he'd be like, wow, I guess they don't exist then. He would just like, you know, goes away, goes back to the corner, the Hydras on burrow, keep killing his buildings. He's like, how did they get there? You got Hydras in my base again. You're like, you saw them burrow. And he's like, yeah, when they burrow, they like disappear from the map, right? You can't see them, and therefore they must not exist. The Corruptors are still 0-0, guys. They might lose to the carriers. They might kill them. Oh, no, Unified Tempest, don't do it. No, Piccolo, don't do this. Not with him right there. The carriers have 2-1. The Corruptors don't have any upgrades. Oh, I mean, he does kill it. I mean, there's no mining for Spirit. Trying to fight the Interceptors. You do not want to fight Interceptors with Corruptors. You want to only fight the carriers themselves. So, dude, did he just lose? He just lost 11 Corruptors. I think 8 of them died there. But he'd already lost 3, I think. No, don't. Stop peeing on things. Piccolo does manage to zip his fly up. Waistbands it. Pulls back for now. More Corruptors on the way. +1 air weapons. I mean, Piccolo's not in a terrible position, right? Does need to remake a lair so that he can keep on adding tech and stuff. Dude, how is Spirit not winning this game, though? Just go kill him. Yeah, okay, Spirit's finally going to go. He's given Piccolo time to rebuild a massive Corruptors, which is a very big mistake. But Spirit didn't defend their main, didn't defend their natural, really doesn't have a follow-up, and you can see how glacial their pace is. Every time they go to build a pylon, their army just sits where it is and stops moving. Oh, you could literally shift-click the carriers with that many Corruptors. Normally you could, 33 versus 10. I still think he probably could even, but with 2-1 versus 0-0, I don't know. I think maybe you can. It's similar. I think you would want to wait, though. You want to wait until you have like 50 Corruptors. If you get 50 Corruptors, and +1 as well will really help. It could be massive. Archons would be awesome. They would win. 100% Archons would be amazing, but Spirit doesn't know how to build ground units. These guys don't know how to make Archons and Storm. Spirit's trying to run probes away. The whole army has to F2 home for friggin' 7 Zerglings. Oh, I can't believe you're throwing this game. I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy that they're throwing. I still worry that they win this game because, yeah, Piccolo re-expanding along the top. Does have +1 air armor on the way as well, which is a really important upgrade for reducing that carry damage. There's a random forge probes trying to be built, but only out of 1 Nexus at a time. I guarantee you Spirit doesn't control group anything. Oh, and here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. Yep. Gonna go for the racism there. Yep. Yep. Racism idiot. Racism idiot. Okay. Yep. You know, you could have won this game like 14 friggin' times, dumbass. You know you've had your opportunities. They're like, well, how am I supposed to win? I've just been following the Zerg around in circles for the last 5 minutes. The Corruptors are going to go for it. They're going to go for it. Oh my god, the Corruptors. Oh, he doesn't have an overseer. No. Okay, it's fine. He kills the mothership so quickly, and there's no splash damage. Imagine a storm on those Corruptors. Look at how stacked they are. Imagine an Archon or two on those Corruptors. How much they would get massacred. Yeah. He gives Piccolo all the time in the world. Piccolo baits him. Finally. Hasn't given anything. I was like, hey, why so angry? Because Zergs are all trash. Because you're all trash. You don't build Skytosser units like me. Piccolo's like, that's racist. I love it. Against the guy that's called him idiot Peruvian, idiot racist slur, and now he's going for the Zerg, and he's like, oh, you calling me Zerg are bad? That's racist, buddy. Shouldn't say that. That's actually such a good bait as well. Didn't rise to any of the other ones, and it's like the most tame of them all. Zerg are stupid heads, and they're like, that's racist. Shouldn't say that, buddy. Spirit warps in Stalkers now. Why are we on 6-gate Stalker? Why is it always the dumbest players who don't understand how Archons work? Guys, 3,500 gas in the bank. If he literally just spent that on Archons, he wins this game. I kid you not. He could just A-move him with like 6 Archons. But the thing is, Stalkers will lose to Zerglings. Oh my god, Corruptors going south. Stalkers do beat Corruptors. That's true. But can they stop the Corruptors from pissing on their Nexus? Archons could stop this. Gonna try and recall those Stalkers as well. Goodbye, Mr. Nexus. Oh my god, he doesn't have 400 minerals. He doesn't have 400 minerals, which means he can't rebuild a Nexus. No mining. Unless he realizes that there's a carrier at 99% complete that he can cancel, and then he can build a Nexus. He doesn't realize. Zerg! Ha ha ha! My god, Zerg! Zerg! My god, you stupid Zerg players! Says the guy going for +1 weapons, otherwise unupgraded Stalkers. 26 minutes into this game. Honestly, the Lings need to not kill that Stargate, because if they do, it'll refund the money and Spirit can build a new Nexus. Oh my lord, this is such a dumb game of StarCraft. I love it. You okay, man? Oh, you doing all right, buddy? I just need to check, because I have been pissing on all of your buildings, and I know some people get a little upset. I just wanted to check. My Corruptors, by the way, I got so much more shit than you. I can stand in range of your cannons and ignore them, because there's nothing you can do about it. Spirit's going to be quite unhappy in this game. +2 Carapace Zerglings. They don't have melee, but I think that's enough with the spines to maybe fight this. I think Hydras would have been a much better choice, but there's no lair. Whoa, that's a lot of Zerglings. Oh my lord! No blink. Only +1 plasma shields. GG well played, says Piccolo. And Spirit says, yeah, GG well played, yeah. Well, I'm unranked. Just telling you how ridiculous Zerg is. I'm unranked. What does I'm unranked have to do with anything? They're like, well, you didn't take away my points. You still have points. The only difference between ranked and unranked ladder is you can't visibly see your own matchmaking rating when you're playing unranked. That is the only difference. Unranked is literally just what you use to delude yourself into thinking it doesn't matter. Stu, just tell you how ridiculous Zerg is. Cool, man. Stupid race for cheese noobs. You must be Peruvian. Peruvian trash. Hey man, you saw it coming. You saw my one base all in. Why didn't you stop it? Stop what? Spirit can't even like follow basic threads now. Piccolo's like, hey, my rush, man. I did. I stopped your cheese. You did nothing. Funny thing is, Piccolo was actually in a very good / decent spot after that. You were not ahead at all after stopping the cheese, Spirit. And that was impressively bad with how crap that hold was. The cheese was stopped. I mean, I did win though, so how well was the cheese stopped is being implied by Piccolo. Spirit says, yes, but only because Zerg is a joke. Only because Zerg is a joke. No skills needed. No skills needed. Easy expands. Easy to expand? Is it because you saying this? You use mass units. Is it because when you tried to expand, there was a burrowed Zergling? When I try to expand, it never works. I click it. It doesn't happen. I don't know why. I'm Master 2 with a real race. You are trash playing Zerg. Wait, Spirit doesn't know that they're not Masters 2? Oh no, they have the border bug. Guys, Spirit has the border bug that shows them in Masters League, even though they've clearly got like Platinum League MMR. But they actually think they're Masters League. They don't know it's a bug. Trust me, this is not Masters on any server at any time. You're an angry little elf. Oh my god, I love that response. You're an angry little elf. No, I'm unranked. I don't lose points. It doesn't matter. I'm unranked. I'm not angry because it's unranked. Piccolo's like, you keep saying that like it means something to me. Like, I don't understand. What is... What is the whole thing about the fucking unranked? Like, what's that got to do with anything? Like, you lost all your base and still won. Zerg is a joke. Zerg is a joke. Piccolo's just like, peace, brother. Spirit was foaming at the mouth like an absolute mental guess. I can't believe it. He thinks he's in Masters. Like, both players, there's no way they're above what? What do you guys think? Like Platinum, right? There's no way. Look at this one base. This was a one base Ravager Lingle and it hit so late. It was double gas on one base. It hit it like 4.5 minutes. This is not fast for a one base all in, guys. That doesn't have any opening pressure or anything to distract the opponent. Hitting at 350 with 4 Ravagers and a handful of this is not a good build. This is like chat reckons 2700. I think you guys everyone type the number in chat right now of what MMR you think this is. I think it's somewhere in Plat League. I do not know exactly where, but I would guess somewhere in Plat League. Chat normally underestimates, so take it with a grain of salt, but most people are doing 2 to 3K. GG, well played. Dude, thank you, Piccolo, for sending that in. And special shout out to Spirit, guys, because not only did they have dumb racism, stupid comments, and incoherent rage, they also think they're in Masters League while being nowhere near that level, number one. And number two, they actually let the opponent back into a game where there was almost no way to lose. They were up 50 supply of well-upgraded Skytosser against a Zerg with nothing that shot up, and they gave them time to rebuild a Spire and make 50 Corruptors. That is an impressive level of throw. Major League Baseball, look this guy up. He's got some real talent. He is 4.5k at Pig. With Protoss or with Terran Yo-Yo? Is this his off race or what? Surely not. There's no way this player is 4.5k with Protoss. No. You link it? There's no way, Yo-Yo. All right, guys, so we've even looked up the players' accounts here. It turns out Spirit is indeed 4.6k with their Protoss. I do not know how. They've definitely thrown games with their Terran. There's points where they have a 10% win-loss there, where they've purposely been off-racing Terran, and they've left a ton of games to make it easier for themselves, so then they could climb here, climb back up. Yeah, there's definitely some weird behavior with the graph in terms of where their MMR drastically falls and goes up and down. But I don't really know exactly how to diagnose off this website whether they're a smurf or not. What I know is they're an idiot and a bit of a tool. I'm just shocked that a player of 4.6k could be that incompetent. I mean, that Protoss army was just sitting in the corner of the map, doing nothing. There was so many moments here. It's like, just keep pushing and you can't lose. And he's like, no, I'm gonna let you rebuild like 3 times. I'm gonna just keep pulling home and just sitting in the corner of the map. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to rebuild your Spire. Like what? So is this they win games and then they purposely lose them? Are they actually this stupid? I mean, clearly they are from their comments in the game. These players are staggeringly confusing to me. I truly feel like they're not actually... Like, I don't know what they're doing when they're playing StarCraft, because they're so bad and they just want to be angry all the time, and it's confusing. Watching a player who's all in with no economy just A-move his army around the corner of the map and waste time. I could not believe this guy was 4.5k. I don't know if you guys are surprised by me. Chat all thought it was like 2 to 3k. Apparently Piccolo is probably about 3.6 or so at the time of this game. I think there's just something to be said for the fact that most people play against Skytoss, and it's so obnoxious to play against that their opponents play much lower level skill against it. I know I do. When I see Skytoss, especially if it's like the 3rd or 4th time that day, I get a bit triggered. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to play against this stupid bullshit. The guy's just going to sit behind cannons and build air units. I think that's what happens, is people just panic and play worse against it. Anyway, guys, get more creative racial insults. Try to be a little bit more specific with your racial insults. Try to be a bit more unique and creative. And you've got more of a chance of either needling your opponent, getting them upset, and potentially actually getting a laugh out of them as well, though. I guess that's not the point, which is why these guys always just go to the lowest tier of racist and homophobic slurs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode of the Salt Mines. Don't forget to submit. Info's down below in the description. We'll see you guys next time.